Welcome back to the reality, guys. I'm your host, Billy Blinks, joined as always by my co-host, Brian.
All right, buddy.
We are back to talk Love Island USA. This is the season premiere. This is the beginning of the Ariana Madix era. So make sure you are like and subscribed here, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, all of our Love Island coverage, Love Island UK coverage, Bravo, all reality TV coverage throughout your summer. Okay, Brian. A nice meaty hour, 36-minute episode. First episode always has a lot of heavy lifting to do, right?
Mhm.
Ariana, I would say right off the bat, I think they did a great job with her, how they presented her. I don't think they went too hard on any kind of Scandival bullshit. I was really happy to see that. She is a super fan. We had some really good music, rhythm of the night kicking off the season, right? Getting you this is what Love Island does so well, right? It gets you right in the vibes. And I'm like, okay, here we go. Let's see it. Obviously, like I said, a lot of heavy lifting getting introduced to everyone. We did have a bombshell at the end as well. So, Brian, what are your thoughts, especially since you're currently watching UK as well? What were your thoughts here on the premiere of Love Island USA?
Yeah, I thought they did a good job. I will say the one thing I noticed, I think production is higher this season. The villa looks nicer, the camera angles, just kind of like everything that they were doing, like that whole intro, just like choreographing and singing. I just was like, the budget must be up because it looks like they put a lot into it. Maybe because Ariana's like the reset to kind of maybe get people. They're going to get a huge new
Yeah.
audience in. Like you said, I thought you did a good job. I'm really glad that she did not like mention a lot of like the things she kind of stuck kept to Love Island. I thought she had some good like love the high fives to Connor and Akeem on their way in. I'm really happy that the show has like the actual diversity. Like UK doesn't, and that's like a big thing over there. Like there's no diversity at all. Like it's just kind of like they have like eight white women and white guys that look exactly the same. Then they have like two or three token just to meet the number, and it's good over here. I feel like I like it a lot. There's like diversity is great. I like a lot of these people. Don't really love that some of them we've seen before, but I
Um,
enjoyed it. And like you said, the music on Love Island is always like S tier. It's always really good.
you're talking about repeat performances. I mean, we have to talk about Tom Riddle, right? Tom Riddle, aka Robert, the Snake Wrangler, is back. If you are a reality guys regular, you know that I have a vendetta against what I would refer to as lizard kids. So we got the lizard kid back. Tom Riddle's back, and Tom Riddle literally got stolen by Liv, the new tall, fresh drink of water blonde Aussie who and there was a mixed reaction in the group. So there was the you go girl and there was a oh.
Yeah.
So what were your thoughts on that selection?
I was actually surprised. I really thought she was going to pick Kendall, just kind of based off the conversations. And like Rob really wasn't like he said, he was surprised. He wasn't like kind of leaning in like Kendall was. Like Kendall, like as soon as Kendall was like, well, I got kind of got forced into my couple. I was like, he wants it. He wants it bad.
Yeah, no, Kendall definitely. We kind of always talk about like and making the joke, but we call them the dogs, right? Like who is going to be the one who says, "Hey, I'm really fully into you," and then instantly drops somebody quick. Now, look, and I think this is it's not something we're going to criticize here. It is literally day one.
Right.
Bombshell comes in day one, and you want to switch to that person. I don't think you're really being much of a scumbag. It is, and thank God, at least one show. And I think because the show is daily, they have to acknowledge the actual timeline, right? It's like, no, well, it's day one, so like, no, like I could totally leave that chick, and I appreciated that honesty.
No, I agree, and I will say some of them, like some people were like getting too coupley, in my opinion. Like, oh, we're gonna get married, and it's like that's those kind of comments. You know, it's gonna be bad, and it's like you can set your watch to it every season. It happens every single season. The first week, people are just like, it's going on in UK right now. People are just like so locked in on somebody. It's like you still have 7 weeks.
I think that the problem there, Brian, is that the format is so set that I think some of these people come in with the idea like they want to win, right? And so they
Mhm.
try to
Yeah,
latch on early and build
yeah.
up this public persona so that they can go through even once they go have to do a Casa Amor and all that stuff. Like to me, it's a little manufactured from their part, not on the show's part. I think it's the contestants fully coming in aware of what the show is, and I mean, I don't know how many seasons are if you added all the iterations up at this point, right? So like there is pretty a tried and true formula, and that part's not going to change. Like how you win in the end isn't going to change, right? So it's up to people like ourselves and our viewers to kind of spot that shit out now, all right, and be like, fine, you can stay with each other the whole season if you want. I just know you're full of shit.
Yeah, you can build your lines with like the original, but the fan voting is what they can't get past. The only time that they can get by it is when they do the fan votes for the vulnerables and then they save them, which I hate. The fans need to just go. They make the calls and they do that sometimes. So that's how those people don't really always make it to the end. You got to be like a real fan favorite to like fully win from day one.
There is a balance though, because the fans aren't always right,
Yeah, for sure.
and that makes it seem that they'll champion certain people. Look, like last season, you saw it like, and it's funny how things turned out when we get to like traders and stuff. But like, you hated Bergie, right? And you
I hated him.
still
Still
kind
hate
of,
him.
but if the fans weren't involved, Bergie's probably gone mega early. And frankly, like Bergie was good on the traders, so like I'm glad that
Yeah, he's fine.
Bergie was able to enter that lexicon because now maybe we can go on other shows. And look, kid was working at Dairy Queen, so got a
Right.
job.
Whatever. Yeah. Whatever he was doing. Was it actually Dairy Queen?
He was the general
Oh,
manager.
Janet Manchin. That's right. That's right. The show always delivers with weird jobs, and like the Rob the Snake Handler is still doing it. Gotta love it.
Oh, I was in Brisbane. Why? To go to party? No, I was grabbing some snakes of a lady's house.
She's
Like,
like, oh,
okay, let's go to some of our notables here that I thought had some good standout. I have to give Coy a shout out.
I love
6 feet tall, and you can't teach that. Also had three ladies who wanted to match with him, so good on him.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, those would probably been like where he was. That would have been like probably my three.
A flip side to him would be Cordell, who had zero ladies picked him. But I think Cordell had some of the funniest moments of the episode, talking about acting, talking about not knowing what long-term goals meant. Those are the people ask me, like I was actually like on a call with one of my buddies and like they could hear it and they're like, God, these people, like, why do you like this? They sound so, I'm like, it's those moments. That's why this show is so good because you
Mhm.
don't get those quotes on any other show.
Right. Because also there's so much content they need to fill. They'll leave a lot of stuff in.
Mm-hmm.
And he's related. We got to say he's related to Oda Beckham Jr. If anybody, I'm
Cares.
hoping some of our viewers know who that is.
OBJ. Where did he sign with now?
Man, I don't even know. I want to say
He
like
did sign.
Carolina, but I could be wrong.
No, he signed with, I think he signed with a decent team, actually. I forget. Whatever. Anyway, let's see. Who else are we moving on to?
Kendall, we can talk about Kendall a little bit. He's from Dallas, Texas. I kind of I thought that him and Leah would like actually match up because they
I,
kind of have similar jobs.
I wanted to talk more, yeah, and I like Leah. I feel for her here, and thankfully for Leah, this twist was, and I knew it. I said it out loud. I was like, yeah, this isn't a bad thing. She's about to throw some kind of a butt, and I give them a shout out. They definitely stretched out. I'm like, oh damn, is she really just
They
gonna
do
sit?
that. The pauses, they're famous for it.
It's like it's bad to be single, and I'm like, well, not on episode one. What are you talking? And then boom, there you go.
Yeah, I mean UK, they got rid of somebody like day one on
That's
UK.
effed up, man. That's effed up. Makes them go all the way to Fiji to get rid of them in a day. Like that's messed
Yeah, I
up.
think theirs is in Spain, but I don't even doesn't even matter.
Oh
But
yeah, yeah.
there, it's definitely ruthless going out on day one is that you got to make him let him at least sleep over twice.
Yeah, no, exactly. Let them do a challenge. Let them go through a bonfire type situation to have the texts come in, right? Like they didn't get to
Mm,
do any of that really yet. So I like them. We already talked about Tom Riddle. Jana. I like Jana so far for
same.
sure.
She said
Hap,
she's a military brat, so she like kind of lived like all over Asia and things like that. And
she'll be a fan
day
favorite.
trader.
I can see her being a fan favorite for sure.
Yeah, she's my fan favorite for sure.
Well, see, there you go. What else do we have going on? Kaylor, the closest to us geographically, she is in right outside of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, us being PA boys. But she definitely had the accent, the Yinzer act, you could hear it.
Mm, hmm. She was like really falling hard. Like she was the one I was kind of referring to when she's like
Yeah.
settling into we're gonna get married. I'm just like, oh,
Now this dude's got ditch you at some point. Just get ready. And that's we're talking about Aaron
Yeah,
specifically.
Aaron, and he was the
Yeah.
one on Traders season one, which we did not cover but watched. I don't know. I think he's a sneaky dog. I'm gonna say that
Yeah,
right
no, there's you don't win the traders and just stick with the first girl
there.
that
And
comes.
I don't love that they bring over people from other countries. It's never gonna work.
Either.
It's
I
never gonna
want
work.
regular people, like get even if people want to go on and be influencer and stuff, like let them go build their own brand then though. Like it's not time to it's not time to repeat. If you want to even if you're gonna bring someone on even from another show, bring them on later. Let them be a
Mm,
bombshell a
yeah,
couple of weeks in. Don't hand them because the beginning slots are awesome. I mean, beginning
yeah,
slots are coveted, man. And
yeah. Because you
that's
have that alliance. That's what we're saying. Like you have that alliance, that unspoken alliance, that you will be protected unless you do something stupid, which I think you could.
like wrangling snakes for a living.
Yeah, Rob. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. I just think of Anaconda. Like I wonder what the biggest snake he's ever wrangled was. Like if you're
Maybe we'll
just
get
talking garden level snakes, I'm not impressed.
maybe we'll get him on.
Rob, if you or any of your friends are watching, what is the biggest snake you've wrangled? I don't like snakes, so I wouldn't wrangle any snake. But also, are lizard kids in fact weird, professionally speaking? Just want to know. These are the things people want to know. I'm back. I'm glad Love Island US is back. I know you've been, I don't know, and obviously last week wasn't able to really jump in with baby stuff. Um, Appreciate everyone's well wishes with that, but really glad for USA to be back. Shout out Ariana again. Did way better than I thought. I'm really appreciative that they didn't lean on Scandival. We don't need that. Because guess what? We're gonna have to deal with that again now watching Traders US season 3. We're gonna have to have him explaining Scandival again to a bunch of people, and it's like so over it.
Yeah.
But
Um,
I actually want him to last a little longer on that show more than I want to see him on the show for a little bit.
Me too. So what are your thoughts on Serena and Hannah as our last two?
Let's see. So what
I,
I
I
have for
like I like them. I like all the girls.
Serena, I like. Think Serena's super nice.
Yeah, I like her energy.
Hannah, same thing. Hannah's got a
Yeah,
good
I
vibe.
like Hannah. I like
Hannah's got a good vibe. She was the one that was from North Carolina, right?
yeah. That's why I kind of
Yeah.
thought her and Coy might the North Carolina connection here.
It is interesting. Again, that would be something that would, God forbid, be something that would go and make sense, and someone would do something that could make sense for them geographically. But we know that's not really
Hmm.
the case. Listen, this
The
show,
icebreaker, yeah, and then they did that
the
icebreaker
icebreaker with
thing.
a little ice breaking was cool.
It was cool. I just yeah, it made yeah.
Listen, yeah, I kind of didn't want to have to go in this, but yeah, like enough with the forced kissing right off the bat. Like everyone had to kiss everyone.
Yeah, and then it's like super aggressive too.
Like I don't like having to like, well, pick two and kiss them both right then.
No, the double kisses when they are,
Uh,
especially when they do it together, is so weird. And it's so
nope.
weird. I don't know why they do
Out.
that.
Sorry, not. I don't care. Whatever you want to do, just I don't want to be forced to do that. Like right in, like I want to like actually get to know someone for 5 minutes, or like have it be a special thing. So
Right. And then when then that's when they move into like last season where they changed it up a little bit where they could all go at once to see who they want to be possibly coupled up
I
with.
do like that.
So it was what was Kendall and Cornell had nobody. And we said Coy had three, but you want me to run through the
So,
list of people? I mean, should we just do it before, like just kind of like where it ended or currently? I think that's probably the best one because it
yeah,
changes.
where we're left now.
All right, so we have Aaron and Kaylor. We have Rob. Rob is now with Liv. So Liv is the bombshell from Aussie, which you spoke of. Kendall is with Hannah. Cornell is with Serena. And Coy is with Jana. And the two bombshells coming in are Connor and Hakeem. So I'm interested to see. It looks like what's her face? Kayla is gonna start. And then they said love bombing so much today, and that's not like something that I ever. It must be like a
Yeah.
newer phrase.
Yeah, I mean, I know love bombing. It is interesting that they're just like talking about that so much, but I think there is, I think, a decent amount of that happening here already. Like you said, there's a lot of like quick infatuations, at least verbalizing of infatuations here. So
And it's kind of going on perfect match too.
yeah, it's true.
So we're just kind of getting a lot of it these last like
Do we
week
know the schedule
for
for the?
this.
Yeah.
I think it's I think I see they always do it differently. They said like Wednesday, I think is the day off, but I
Yeah.
always thought it was Saturday.
Love, I'm gonna see Love Island.
That's what UK does is they do Sunday to Friday. Saturday's the unseen bits, which is essentially the day off.
Saturday usually is unseen bits for US as well.
But I saw it was Thursday, Tuesday to or Thursday to Tuesday, and then Wednesday off, which I don't understand.
Oh, here we go. I think I have it here. Hollywood Reporter article.
Maybe that's just the first week. I don't know. I don't.
You can cut it. We can
We'll
edit this
figure it out.
out.
I mean, well,
Daily except Wednesdays for 6 weeks. So we're getting Wednesdays off, and then,
damn, it's on Saturday. Fuck.
but I'm telling you, it's going to be unseen
Okay,
bits.
if that's unseen bits, that's fine.
Unseen bits are always Saturday for
That's what I
you.
thought. So the Saturdays, I can. Yeah, I mean, one
Wednesday,
of us will
Saturday
be here.
bad
One
for
of
us.
one of us will be here every day.
Yeah, Wednesday, Saturday isn't bad actually. Because
No, it's
when
way better. Yeah,
even
UK
this
is
week for us,
6.
Wednesday is good because we scheduled that interview for Wednesday.
We hope.
So it was meant to be. Thank
No,
you.
no. Well, tomorrow it's going to be on. The first week it starts the next week.
Really.
Yeah, so tomorrow is an episode.
Tomorrow is Wednesday, dude.
Yeah.
I'm still on baby brain schedule. I've been behind a day. I lost basically my wife's trying to explain to me is like I lost the day of labor is like a frozen day in my
Yeah.
brain.
Oh yeah.
And I've been a day behind since. I keep thinking it's I was thinking today was Monday. I'm so nuts.
It
Sheesh.
happens. It's gonna happen for a long time, man.
I'm literally lost a day in my life that will never, I'm literally will always perpetually be a day late now. I need to like schedule ahead. Speaking of which, I'm getting a message. So he keeps it in a bottle and then fell asleep and violently shit 3 times. I'm waiting to see if more comes before waking him to change
Hmm.
him.
Hmm.
New dad life.
Right.
Okay, yeah. So like Brian said, we're gonna be back tomorrow. We'll be back every episode, whether it's both of us, one of us, we will make sure that every episode is covered. I will definitely be heavy on this one because Brian's covering heavy UK. I'd like to get I might not even catch up on UK, but just start from the week we're
Yeah, you
at
don't
because
need to.
it doesn't really matter. So work to see what Brian, especially this week, because they're during the day, I'm off. So I can get the next couple days even with you. So make sure you're here, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, all at the reality, guys. Make sure you're commenting on the shows you want us to watch. If there's any specific people, cast members you'd like us to interview from shows you like, let us know that. We're definitely starting to expand our interview repertoire a little bit. So
Hey, can I say something? Can I say something real quick?
yeah,
So if anybody is watching and doesn't have access to Peacock, it is on Daily Motion. So I know that some people always ask, like, hey, where are you watching this? Daily Motion usually has it on like a couple hour delay. So just keep that in mind for UK. A lot of shows that we watch with VPNs, but if you're watching and trying to watch it, always check Daily Motion.
Daily Motion. It does your best. And VPN, honestly,
Yeah.
no free ads, but like, Express
Just always
VPN.
access. I mean, one of us is watching it. We'll jump in.
NordVPN, watch it, guys. It's worth it.
Yeah.
It helps you out with other shows too, like Netflix things that
Yeah.
aren't in US anymore, but are in UK. Like it's helpful. So
That's what should be our first ad is
yeah,
ExpressVPN.
God, I would love to get like an Express VPN ad, just get a free thing. That and then like maybe like Fillmore or whatever, and then like boom, like some free ads for
Yeah.
that. Yeah. All right, cool. But we appreciate you all. Thank you so much for watching. Until tomorrow night. Peace.